of that order was a dragon. So many people didn't understand what a dragon is. They thought it was a devil. So his father got the nickname Dracula, which in Romanian means devil, because of this drawing on his chest. And his son inherited the nickname from him. Now later his son grows up and the Turks make him ruler of Wallachia. But he rebels against the Turks. The Turks invade. He manages to win, but sadly with a great cost. The country is in ruins and a second Turkish attack is on the way. So the nobility overthrow him and give the country to the Turks because they don't want war anymore. And on his way to captivity, he might have spent one night in Bran Castle, but that's all there is to it, all the connection there is with him in Bran. Now, how does this legend come to be? So, of him being a vampire. First, it was of Bram Stoker, who wrote the Dracula books, and the movies were made after the book. But there was something that predated Bram Stoker, because at some point, merchants from Transylvania wanted to cross over to go to Wallachia and have trade without paying taxes. So Vlad didn't agree, and there were fights between Vlad and the trade merchants from Transylvania. Those merchants from Transylvania popularized very negative stories about him in the West. Like they would go to the Emperor of Vienna and say, look, your silk isn't here because this crazy bloodthirsty maniac in Transylvania isn't letting us pass, and so on. So his bad reputation was there before Bram Stoker. And then when Bram Stoker came along, they mixed together and formed this legend of the vampire. Here in Romania, he's rather known, for us, he's a good ruler. He's admired here. In the West, he's known as the vampire. Now, if we go forward in time to the mid-1800s, in Europe there was a lot of revolution after the French model. So the French had a revolution and then everybody followed them and fought for independence. So this is why the Romanians also wanted independence from the Turks. So in 1859, Moldova and Wallachia, who were under Turkish rule, elect one ruler. So the law was that they have to have separate rulers because they were separate countries. The Turks preferred having two smaller countries to control than one bigger country that they had to control. So the Romanians elect in 1859 a single ruler for both Moldova and Wallachia. The Turks say, okay, we will allow it, but this guy has a 7-year term, so he has the right to rule for 7 years, and when these 7 years are over, he has to leave and you will be separate countries again. So when his term is over in 1866, the Romanian politicians go to Germany and they convince a family from there, the Hohenzollern dynasty, to come to Romania and take the throne. Now they want to do this because they hope that this family will have enough connections in Europe and will be powerful enough to allow them to remain united. So this is why in 1866 we import a foreign dynasty to Romania, and the plan works. The countries remain united. Even though the Turks didn't want it anymore, their plan works. And because of the good things that the monarchy has done for Romania, in 1922 they received this castle as a gift from the state. The state gives them this castle. So from 1922 it becomes to the royal family. The castle didn't look like this before the royal family lived in it because it was a fortification. It didn't have fireplaces, beds and so on. When the family got it, they renovated it and made it to look
Modern.
more like more modern. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, come. Let's go see. people that were living in the city. For example, there were certain acoustic signals for weddings, for funerals, for attacks, so each time the sound came from the hill, people knew what to do.
Oh, okay.
It's a signal.
Yes.
Signal sign.
Okay, let's go closer and take a look.
Okay.
Why they put it like that?
That one, what's that for?
Why they put
This year is 2018 is when Romania becomes 100 years old.
Ah,
So
okay.
it's a celebration. This is the flag, red,
Yeah,
yellow and blue.
I see.
Ay, baka tumayo ka dun.
So that's why.
Yes, okay. What is that?
Romania is turning 100 this year.